So going into the think tank now is not a bad idea. You got to make sure you solidify these next 2 picks.
All right, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Jungler has a lot of mobility to make
Feel free to ask
any side lane.
I do like that pick for Frank also because it allows him to play very aggressive, and there's the Zeus to pair with the Geb that Crim and whatever the sport's name is.
Matt Koiz, yeah, Matt Koiz. Yeah, he loves the Geb, and this makes sense because when you're playing a Zeus, you're very mobile, you have no gap closing abilities, you have no movement speed, your only self-peel is the damage that you bring.
All right, so were they taking Geb from you? No, they've been playing this Geb shit. Like what they do is they do Geb, an assassin that dives backline, and a low mobility mage. So like that's usually what they've been doing. They did it in the semifinals, so they pretty much showed what they're good at. All right, so they beat us, and the only scrim they ever beat us was with the Geb Zeus, and we played low pressure. So they thought this Geb thing was like their key to winning. And when I was at Waffle House with a team, I thought about this. I thought about the Naja, like picking a Naja to pressure the Geb really hard, pressure their comp really hard, so Geb never gets the mid game because Geb Zeus is amazing mid game, but their early game is trash. And the reason it worked versus Rival was because they never pressured the Zeus or the Geb. They played a stalemate game, and you can't do that versus Geb Zeus.
So a Geb shield goes a long way.
All right, and the Naja rounding it out for Astral in this first phase.
And so I told my team, all right, so Jing Wei doesn't show anything of the draft, right? Jing Wei doesn't show anything. Like Jing Wei is just a great hunter. It doesn't matter where you put her. And so we picked that. And then they picked Geb Pele. We knew that was happening. As soon as they showed the Geb first pick, I was like, perfect. This is exactly what we waited for. And so then I picked the Naja, and then they picked the Zeus, obviously, because they already picked the Geb. You can't not go Zeus with Geb or Apwash. They were going to go Apwash or Geb, Zeus here, and we knew that. Isn't Zeus early good? No. He's really vulnerable.
Phase of picks here. So it's going to be Sun Wukong solo in the Naja in the jungle.
Unless it's Naja support, the same way we saw Trixtank bring it out in the very first game of the first day. Had a lot of success there, but seeing how it's
were you cold the first day of semifinals? No, I was super hot. You guys can remember.
Has been known to play a lot of assassins in the jungle role, both console, both PC, so this wouldn't surprise
you. You gotta remember, like it's really hot here. A lot of lighting, a lot of people. It was super hot in there. I was sweating. Oh, thank you, Yusef. Much love, bro.
I want to see this last band go to. Maybe another mid laner?
I want to see Janus band. Veronica's really comfortable on the Janus, and it provides a lot of safety for the rest of the team.
And now Kwang.
This makes sense, you know, trying to limit what Layers is capable of doing. He did run it yesterday, but that was against the Khepri, like you mentioned.
Maybe they're going to be regretting not listening to you inbound and not banning out that Giannis.
Did you hear the casters on stage? Very little.
And with the
like barely.
I guess
only when they were yelling.
Going in the support role?
Yes, absolutely. There's no reason to ban out Kwang if you don't think Naja.
You ever thought about contacts? Yeah.
Layers has a really high priority. He likes picking AK into the Zeus because he can just get in and then get out before even taking any damage from the Zeus. Because I know he used to like that in scrims, so I think he still likes it here.
Last 2 picks for Flashpoint.
Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Cupid, yes! Oh, this is my favorite ADC. I'm so excited to see him. I mean, this Cupid on top of the Zeus with the Geb ult on top of that, that's a wombo combo.
It's a lot of AoE damage from Flashpoint, but I think it's just going to be a hard counter matchup against the Jing.
What's good, Visions? Is that the Visions?
An agility dash combination, but the cripple minefield prevents that from happening. So Griffin is definitely going to have to start using that air.
What's up, Visions? How you doing, baby?
Get away.
Solo back. That's what we're going to be seeing.
Yes.
We actually haven't seen him at all during the PC games.
It's because there's just more aggressive picks or very passive picks. Sobek's got a little bit of a nerf on the tail whip going from 10 seconds to 12, but that's not enough of a nerf to...
All right, keep going over the picks and bans. So then, all right, so we picked Naja, right? Because we knew that this was going to happen. And then they picked Cupid, which we didn't expect. I mean, but we didn't really care what hunter they played. And we knew that we were going to do the Janus to dive the Zeus. And I know that we rarely showed Janus in scrims. We only showed it once. And remember, they tried scrim locking us, so we haven't played FP in a long time. So when we picked they didn't ban Janus here, which was their problem. If they banned Janus here, it might have made it way harder for us. But this is exactly what we wanted. We literally planned all of this out. And then they never ban Cabrakan. They would never expect a Cabrakan here. And so then they picked Sobek, Cupid, and then we knew that we wanted the Cabrakan there.
It's such a safe pick. You can never go wrong. And when you're initiating to help your Zeus and Cupid pop off, Sobek and Sylvanas for the pulls goes the way.
Ooh, Cabrakan as well.
That's another pick that Layers loves to run. He loves running this Cabrakan jungle, and he'll just run at the enemy team the entire time. This Zeus is going to have a hard time if he falls behind against Layers' Cabrakan.
So these are very unique
Yeah,
comps. from what we've
Kraken out
seen typically
right,
in the
right
last few
here.
days here. What do they provide for these teams?
Astral's going to be very aggressive. It screams aggression here. Kraken, Naj, just safe pick.
Right here,
You can
you're gonna
never
hear
go
me
wrong, but when
talking.
you're initiating to
So
help
right
your
here,
Zeus
where I
and Cupid
talk,
pop
I'm
off,
saying
Sobek and Sopranos
Kraken
with
is
a pull
insane
goes
against
away.
the Sobek,
Ooh,
Cupid,
Kraken
Zeus,
as well.
Pele, Gab, like everyone. I was like, this is great. I was telling my team, like, yo, Kraken is such a crazy pick here.
Just run at the enemy team the entire time. This Zeus is gonna have a hard time if he falls behind against Layers' Kraken.
So these
Well,
are- these are
communication
very,
goes into banning
unique
phase.
comps from what we've
When a
seen
certain guy gets
typically in the
picked, do you
last few
focus
days
more on
here.
banning
What do
around
they-
that or
what do they
not?
provide
What
for these
communication goes into
teams?
banning
Astral's
phase?
gonna be very
We think
aggressive.
about like
It
what's good
screams
versus our
aggression here.
drafts and what are they good
Kraken,
with,
Naj,
and then we
with
try
the
to
honest
value
portal,
what's
There's
best.
going to be a lot of okey doke surprise plays.
When it says
I'm
console wars, was it
expecting
Xbox versus
on
PS4? It's just the best team
What
in
about
console.
Flashpoint Wolves? What do you think they're going to be going for inbound?
I think they're just gonna kind of play for the late game again. They're like peel late, they're damage late, their team.
What up, Tempo?
Everything late game is just what they're waiting for. The Pele is just.
Kraken, look at that pick rate, 1%. We have not seen Kraken at all.
Anatoly, what does Astral then have to do to not let them get to that late game?
I think Naja support is the way to go because trying to invade the purple buffs,
What up,
invade
Batman?
the red buffs on top. If you can remove some of those red buffs from the Zeus, then I think that Baronic will have a slight advantage over Crimson in the clear department. Then it can look for some plays around the Gold Fury. But Cupid Sobek is
What up,
not an
Draymond?
easy lane
Draymond?
to go against. They're also going to have a lot of kill potential.
You think it's Sobek?
Would have
that's
Ansem
gonna be
Veal
scoring
been the
ahead?
hottest relic
Well,
out
you
of the
never
Kraken
know.
wall?
That's
No,
it.
you can't get
never
that
really know.
relic
A lot of teams
just
have
for a
been swapping
Kraken.
it out with the Geb, but I think Cupid Sobek is
Who's
more
gonna get
aggressive
it?
and there's
Only
just
the
more
Geb?
kill
Maybe the
potential.
Sobek?
Real quick, who's got this?
Based off of comps, I like FP's a little bit more. It's a lot less execution compared to Astrals.
I got Astral.
All right, let's head on over to the casters for game number 1.
It's time to go right into Astral up against Flashpoint. Game 1 of your Smite console finals here at DreamHack Atlanta. And
How do I
could
Erlang
ask
support?
for
You
better
grab your
as
3 and you run at
both
them.
these two North American teams, big-time rivals.
Right here, we were supposed to fight them, and I was like, wait a second, wait, they're coming back, they're coming back.
It basically is a run back of last year. A couple of
I was like, go get, go get, go get, go get. Okay, That's pretty much what I'm calling it here.
Too familiar with this setting.
I have coin toss.
Well, some action
I
right
pop
now.
heavily.
Koi's had to be careful.
I was
Now
waiting for the
sprint
team to
comes
group
out.
up. I
He's
coin toss
slow
here.
as Well, now he's stuck inside the Tremors, and first blood for Baronic. Astral Authority strike first.
Talking about coming right out the door, swinging Finch. These teams are not holding back in the slightest. Astral Authority bringing out the first blood can be a pretty big mental blow.
What's up,
Surprised by this,
J-Hacks?
Taco. The pacing through the semifinals was much slower than this. It took a little while in the rival Flashpoint set. They kind of ramped up and the pace started to increase. But this is nothing like what we've seen so far. These are aggressive picks. You heard them
Like I
talk
said,
about
guys, you guys
the
can ask
best
any
and
questions.
the
What up,
greatest
P-War? How you doing, man?
won the
What's the
split.
difference between
To
console and
lock
PC? Is
down
there a
that
due to
first
controller,
red
keyboard,
kill
mouse? No.
was critical to put Koi's behind.
It used to
Yeah,
be,
Ken
but now
mentioned that
mechanics, my
execution
like
being
PC, I can,
critical for
if
Astral
I'm playing at
Authority
150
to
frames,
really work
I can play
out.
console like
If
I can
we're
on
ever
PC.
gonna
My
see
PC
this
mechanics
take
are
off, those
like,
kind
I
of
would say a little bit better.
movements are the exact
So
type
right
of
now they're
plays
trying to do
Astral have
purple.
to keep
They're
putting
trying to
on
do
repeat.
purple because we have pressure in this lane. And I'm a little bit late because I just backed after the first blood, so I'm gonna contest purple here, and I get it. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember getting it. Oh well, they don't even show it. I get purple here with coin toss. I body block the auto of the hunter, and Geb tries to auto me, and I get it with coin toss. You see how I purple here? And then I look to fight. I have double pots popped here. Zeus starts rotating, and then we called it. I get a good coin toss there.
Ring bound's gonna get a ton of damage on the Kingsman and Koi's, but now the heart
Now
bomb's
they
just
lost
too
purple.
much.
Yo, my man, JX, thank you so much for the 2 months. Really appreciate it. So, like, this is, like, one of the biggest things. We just stole purple, and we got first blood. Like, this Geb has literally 0 experience right now, and they missed that wave. You guys can remember they missed the wave to contest purple there. So, they missed the wave. They didn't get the purple experience, and, like, they're literally 0. Like, look at the gold difference right now. We're almost 1K up at 1 minute. Any possible way of cheating in land environment? No.
Potentially could have been some trouble for them. They did indeed go for that purple.
What do you think about the global comp chart about Athena Genesis? I mean, nah, it's too global. If they team fight, you're literally useless.
Just barely able to make it out. There is some sustain there for the Naja.
So that's what you guys gotta remember. Like, a lot of people don't notice. Like, they just missed the whole wave. Like, you can't miss the whole first wave and not get purple.
Get into the mid lane a bit faster, so Baronic and Layer is going to be able to challenge the left mid Harpies. Crimson sitting at level 3 though, not willing to back down.
And they will indeed have to fall back behind those mid Harpies. But
I have Sash here. I'm level 2.
I mean, Taco, who's getting out of this tectonic
I
shift?
coin toss.
As it looks like there's some trouble here in the dual lane. Kingsmate's already very low and had to use.
I was like, yo, just back up. We just keep poking. Like, you can't play versus Naja. You can't move up to wave like that.
The side of Flashpoint's going to be able to get out of these walls.
The walls are the problem here, and that's exactly what Astral.
Like they're getting zoned right now from the wave.
Be able to lock down Crimson, especially, and
in middle everything's going good. We're just farming. I'm pretty sure they got right mids.
Whether you're utilizing those tectonic shifts in order to cut off an escape route, or even to just keep them all corralled into the same territory, you have to appreciate the follow-up that Astral Authority have been looking for every single time.
Cupid is 1 and Griffin is 3.
He's still at level 1.
He's had a really tough time trying to find the farm over. The purple buff invades have been relentless. They've kept them pushed up at this tower line. Astral not wanting to allow Keegs.
And then here we just keep pressuring. Like we're clearing at their tower line because we want to invade the next purple.
And this is a god that very much likes to get items on.
Yeah, SCL, I mean, yeah, I guess you play ranked and you own, but I don't know how much that helps. You should get on a team and try scrimming.
It feels a little bit like this Cupid is falling short of the mark of what Flashpoint were intending it. Cupid is meant to be a little bit of a lane bully in this matchup.
Second purple invade.
But because of Chapo on the Najah, the ring toss has just caused a little bit too much poke damage from a distance that Koi's has been forced more often than not to stand directly next to Keegsbane in order to try and block any follow-up sessions.
Like I said, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
And I gotta think the problem is that in an ideal situation when you're playing the Cupid, you want to be able to get those minions to group up, right? So that heart bomb can hit everyone. You can kind of see just now that there are some that can still be outside that.
Yeah, I know exactly when jungle could be a duo. Right now we're invading red again because we had timer on it.
And that's how Astral ended up with another successful red buff invade.
We just keep pressuring. Like, you have to contest something, right? Look at the goal difference already. You're down 1,200 in 3 minutes. I miss that Sash because he actually had a good juke. He had a really good juke there. He went like inwards. You're supposed to go straight to tower line there. But he didn't know Kraken was there, so he kind of just did a good backstep there.
Definitely scary though for Crimson. He's got to watch out. That's the threat that Chapo is going to be posing on this Najah the entirety of the game, is that at any point Crimson could get locked.
How do I have fun playing support? My least favorite role. You keep your team alive and initiate well. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Janice, Astral Janice.
And by layers once he starts looking for aggression.
Jumpa as well on this Pele. We haven't really had too much of a time to address this, but Pele in general has not been a very prevalent pick so far for the console side of things, and I think that Jumpa has a...
You're acting so funny. What's wrong?
Are you kidding me?
My doctor
Iris has fucking ads? Whatever.
Are they contagious?
I don't think so.
Contract the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
A fairly aggressive playstyle, but at times he can get a little bit carried away.
He absolutely can. I think he's very hot or cold, it can feel like at times, right, for Jumpa, where he's either winning you the game like 10-0 and 10, or it's the other way around, 10 and 0 sometimes. So it depends on what kind of Jumpa that you get. And on a god like Pele, he's certainly in a position where he can absolutely just run the game if he's able to get out of control. But that's why I love these tectonic shifts. Even if it's not meant to be offensive on the side of Astral, it could dissect the fight, and now you can't dash to try and get in on the ultimate for Jumpa. I really do love this for Bracken.
Our ward is really good too. You see how all our wards are aggressive? How do you feel about talking all that shit? What is talk about talking shit?
End up dead in the middle of everybody from Astral Authority. Nice purple buff invade coming through one more time from Astral. They are continuing to heckle this jungle for Flashpoint, and Chapo not going to be able to get the sash onto the Gem. Koi's having already hit the crowd control immunity portion of that rollout.
Yeah, you want to make a team with players that you know. We invade red again. We're invading red again. We just keep pressuring. I hit Sash here. Beats. Janice all kissed me out of there. That was a 1-for-1, so it was kind of tough. Like, I was like, damn. I mean, we got a 1-for-1 jungle for jungle, and we almost died. But I was like, all right, we got to play this different. Like, I got to go in from a different angle. And I was yelling right now, Pele no beads, Pele no beads, and calling timer. I was like, oh, 540, 540. What is that? 240, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 20 seconds, 8 minutes, 20 seconds. And I just keep yelling that to my team. Yo, Pele beats 820, 820. Yo, Pele beats 820. Like literally, as I'm walking out of base, Pele beats 820. It's really important.
Able to cleanly lock down Jumpa the way they wanted. The tectonic shift might have been a little bit late on that one, and even if they do get a good one, almost every time Crimson's going to follow up that exact way, dropping down right on top of it, and then Astral are kind of stuck having committed in, and they take too much damage.
I like this though from Chapo. He's allowing Griffin to get a little bit of solo farm here. Good heart bomb though from Keegs, because Griffin was about to try and play a little bit aggressive up on him in that duo lane.
Dash.
but nothing to follow it up with. Chapo not wanting to commit the Windfire Wheels just yet onto the Geb, knowing a little bit better here, because if there's one guy that can actually survive an Ninja ultimate, it is almost certainly going to be a Geb.
That's right, Matt Coy is being very calm in that situation, had the Geb shield there available, and Flashpoint were able to make it.
We didn't re-invade this purple buff because Griffin had to back. I was calling for us to invade it, but they said that there's 2 people in the right jungle, and we saw it on that ward on the bottom left mids that you see there.
They don't really need to be involved, but this is a good sign if you're a Flashpoint fan. Now they're able to grab their purple without any kind of contest.
In a way, though, this is almost favorable.
Let me answer this
Flashpoint.
question right quick. Seems like people will be respectful of people. Okay, do you think your history as a jungler makes your job easier as a support? I noticed you pick a lot of high pressure picks for these finals. Yeah, everything that we won was high pressure, but that's because my team plays well with when I'm on high pressure. It wasn't because I can't play low pressure.
Because there has been a little
like
bit of a
me initiating is what my team needs. Like I see the good fights and like I initiate. When it comes to like I don't know, like when I'm not initiating, our team fight just becomes that much harder. We play kind of different. I was like, oh, go on Pele, go on Pele. The reason she ulted out, by the way, is because she saw me on the ward, bottom left. Oh, right here, I remember my call was to go on Zeus and just bait everything. Here, I bait 3 ults here. You'll see.
I don't even fault Jumpa for trying to commit the.
They have vision on me, so they know I'm trying to invade red.
No other option there. Otherwise, you get
so they try. I hard clear the wave, and they get. So they have to give up a wave middle or defend red, and they call defend red. As beads and Zeus ult and Geb ult. I get out. Pele's coming after me. I coin toss. It hits her. I pop heavenly, so I'm really fast. That was Cupid ult, and then big Janice ult here.
As now it's Griffin who finds one more kill.
I hear I'm yelling.
Popping off at third space in time. Sets up the double kill for Griffin.
That was nasty from Veronica and Griffin. There's no way they were winning that fight with all their ults blown on me.
Gone wrong for Flashpoint Authority right there. Just did. Astral ran right at them. Chapo, the ring toss off of the red buff was so smart. That was the movement speed he needed to get away from the situation, to get out of the fields of love. And that's the problem with Cupid. For as many times as that field.
So as soon as we won that fight, I mean, look at the difference. And you guys gotta remember, not only did they lose that fight, they lost red buff, but they lost that mid wave as well. So like, it's not just that they lost the fight, they lost so much farming experience. Like, look at the difference right now. I'm level 7, Geb is 5. And so like, I'm just, guys, like, keep pressuring, keep pressuring, keep pressuring.
He just built up the setup, and it wasn't even intentional, I don't believe. He was just trying to get out. That was Flashpoint looking for the collapse, and Astral Authority just being able to arrive at the right place at the right time because of how.
It would never be a good idea to swap mid/solo after the enemy solo enter buys the defense item, so the defense item is useless. No, you can't do that. Mid would just get ganked.
Chapo made Flashpoint waste.
Early game Sentry's World, yeah. Sentries are really important. Right now, you see me, I counter bottom left, because now I want to pressure without them seeing me. This is bad from Griffin, but we don't say anything. He got his dash caught, and I was like, wait, are you good? Are you good? He didn't tell me. I'm like, oh, he used ult. And I'm like, yo, guys, we can gank. And then Veronica's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, just follow me. I sash. Ult. He missed clap here, but that's because Cupid was there. I get the coin toss, I keep autoing, and then he ults through. I use it to ult through. I use it, and I'm like, yo, and then he called Browning's like, yo, portal.
Escape back out the portal. It's good, and the heart bomb off the mark. That's all it takes for Astral to make it back out.
That is just well-executed practice right there. Baronic putting the placement of the portal alongside of the wall. Chapo knowing to hug those walls, expecting his mid laner to bail him out of trouble.
And then that sets up another red invade because we got another pick.
The synergy is obviously there.
No, I would love to be able to listen into these comms right now because Chapo's got to be calling for that portal. Baronic letting him know it's on the way. He gets back through and is able to weave to avoid the heart bomb.
Actually, no, we didn't get this red invade.
That was a bit of a nightmare when Matt Coy showed up and had the Geb shield, but it still wasn't enough. Astral finding ways to claw their way back through these engagements.
We didn't get red invade, but we got another pick.
Out in that particular play, but as this game
Baronic, I told everybody, Baronic's my favorite, the best mid I've ever been with. My favorite mid, favorite and best.
Follow-up is really not that reliable typically for a Giannis Najah combination. I think that's why Astral preferred to have the Najah in the support role to begin with, and are trusting layers to be a little bit
I think this team, if you give us mouse and keyboards, we can compete versus middle tier, low tier SPL teams, 100%.
Just because the Najah is able to take somebody up into the air, there still has to be.
I don't care what anybody says.
And that's part of what's been so impressive by this is that we've seen Boronic do things for the team beyond.
Yeah, thank you, AG.
even though it
I'm
certainly
glad you guys are enjoying me.
these portals have been
Enjoy me
excellent for a lot of
explain to you guys.
players.
So we haven't invaded a red and purple in a
And I think that's
while.
really what separates a young
We
SSG
invaded.
from
We
a
didn't
young
invade the last
SSG
red and purple, but we're still
SML
farming more than them. We're getting all the mid
3-0-2,
camps. We're
where
getting
you're
all the
able
farm
to
on the map
help
right
your
now.
team maneuver around.
They're only
That's
getting
where
their
you're
farm
getting
on
the
the
most
side.
out of it.
Oh, right here I call Pele. I'm like Pele. They don't have vision. They don't have vision. I'm like get. Nice Ash, portal. Our grouping is better because we have better vision. I'm like, yo, big ult.
It might not look like it, but I promised he tried
They're
to
coming in.
shield
They're coming
himself.
in.
It just wasn't
You
enough
can just
to
go.
save him.
That
And
was a good
gold here
beats.
on the mark. Beads forced out from Jumpa early on thanks to the Windfire wheels, but he wants to turn
Like, yo,
around
just back
on
to gold.
Chapo through space.
He used Janus
Trying
by
to
mistake. I'm
sneak
like, yo, go
around.
Sobek.
Gold Fury's
He's alone.
getting
He's alone.
now, but Downey is here
Nope.
in the frame. He
Good
takes
poke.
a ton of
Good poke. Yo, we can chase. Zeus. Zeus. I'm zoned. This is good. It's really good.
Griffin also joining the rest of his team because Crimson's falling out next.
And a double kill
I'm like,
now
go.
for Rockets.
Discipline.
Jumpa
Go.
falls as
It's
well.
free.
Pressure from Astral
He's like, all zone.
and you
All zone.
absolutely know they're not done.
Alright, I'm gonna go farm. You guys got that for free. He's like, alright, I'm zoning. And then so I go farm. They do gold, and Wukong just zones. And then I'm like, red buff, barrier buff. I'm like, I'm gonna invade their back camps. You do the red. And then you'll see him turn around here. He does red. I get their back camps. We get Gold Fury. Jingwei's farming purple. Jan is Kabrak in the left mid. So we're all farming right now after we won. You're gonna see the difference in gold and experience here.
I don't know if it's just that Delny was too far forward, but he looked like tissue paper in front of those damage dealers from
And I invade blue as well.
It's not even that he's building incorrectly by any means either. It's
So you
just
guys
that
like think about all the farming experience we just got there. Like it's not that we just got the Gold Fury. It's like all of us are farming as soon as we do that. Like we're splitting up to farm properly.
The map has been controlled by Astral Authority. So many red and purple buffs have gone in Astral's favor. Griffin's got a 2-level lead over Keegsmake. Chapo has a 4-level lead over Matt Koi's. And I know that it's a support role, but a Nijad that's able to snowball at this point is just a little bit.
Like look at the map. Like it's all cleared right now. The whole map is cleared and it was all us. Those are some things that like players don't really understand about farm and experience. Like sometimes like experience is just better than gold. Like getting a Gold Fury, if you get back camps like a pre-12 minute Gold Fury, I'd rather have a red buff, back camps, and a wave than a pre-minute Gold Fury. If 3 or 4 players get that.
He's essentially at the same mark as Boronic and Griffin.
Credit where it's due as well to Boronic.
I thought I heard on stream. No, I'm completely shot calling.
What more could you
like, yo, can we go on Geb? I play back here. Like, I just play back because I know Zeus is going to come.
Into the Cataclysm, but that's not going to get him out of danger anytime soon here. Portal straight.
And I'm like, yo, Sobek's behind. He's alone. And Griffin solos him. Griffin solos Keegs. And then we kill Pele. I ult Pele.
I don't know if you want to use the Aegis there, my man, but definitely still gets the kill. Windfire wheels takes one more up into the air and brings him right back down into Boronic and Lane.
And then Sobek goes to peel. I'm like, dive.
Part of the map that could be falling apart right now. Just is triple kill for Boronic as he brings down Delany and Crimson.
I'm like, mid tower. Push right.
Stable Vortex to do it.
That's the deicide for Astral. And
Go tier 2. I can tank.
And it's essentially just a Matt Koi's to try and play defense.
You're acting so
Bro,
funny. What's wrong, Billy?
I'm muting this shit. Is there any other questions? Nah, dude. Layers of shot calling? I don't know. How do you shot call so well? Is it because you play jungle? I've been playing MOBA since I was 12 years old. I'm 22. I'm like, yo, just get tier 2. Push right. Alright, after tier 2, go red.
The map now broken wide open, a tremendous gold lead pouring in.
You have to remember, this is only 14 and a half.
Are you the main shot caller? Yeah, I'm the only I'm the shot caller. Like I literally say what happens, who farms what. Like my team feeds information.
It's only a matter of time before we start to see the first 5.
Yeah, it was a BM Aegis.
Our desk absolutely nailed it on this one, man. This is the early aggression that Astral Authority were looking for.
Alright, Fish. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Layers only says when he's going in.
Then Jumpa. That's higher than the Pele on the other side. It's higher
Boronic, this is our comms. I shot call, like say what to do after we win fights. Gold Furies, Fire Giants, who to fight, who we go on. Layers calls who he's going on. Layers Boronic calls when he hits a big ult or when he needs peel or when he does big damage. Griffin calls when he needs peel or when he's doing a lot of damage. And Wolves just like kind of does his own thing and just zones and does Wolves things.
Through the early phases.
I played Dota 1.
An 11,000 gold lead would be pretty devastating in 30 minutes, but we're half that. We're at 15 and a half minutes right now. That's
Did you just give Freya ADC free reign in duo? Are you talking about me in qualies? I mean in semifinals? we knew that they would play Freya. We had first pick and I said that's fine. I'm just gonna go Erlang and just destroy her in dual lane. That's pretty much what we did.
The fact that they have been up in Flashpoint's face since the very start of this match is the sole reason why.
I'm like, yo, I'm taking their backhands, and he's like, okay, yo, Zobek's coming to you. I'm like, can we go on Zobek? Can we go on Zobek after Sash? Just get out. I'm pointing on him. Wolves is the best solo laner on Xbox for like the past 3 years.
That's able to show face right now, and Pyromancer is going to go just as uncontested as everything else has looked so far in this game.
Should be fairly free.
Yeah, just do portal. This is free. This is free.
Has no real way to walk in. Slow going.
He's 100% free. Yo, and then Wolves calls, yo, he plugged me. We're like, yo, go on. He's free. Go. Sobek. I have Sash. That's his ult. Can we chase? I pop heavily. Yo, it's free. Yo, fire. Yo, Pele's in left. Gabe's in left. Yo, it's free. Wolves zone.
Astral knew what they were doing when they were giving Griffin that dual lane lead, man. There's a reason they like to play from the left side of the map whenever Griffin is on it. It's because
look at our wards, by the way.
To get as far ahead as possible.
Why can Wolves and Janice come over to defend left? Look at our vision. We just picked Sobek, ward middle, ward here, ward deep, ward. The only entrance is right here, and the only person that could actually come here is Sobek.
He has soloed Keegsmade in this game. He has shut down this dual lane single-handedly.
And then we tell Wolves to TP left to defend the tower. So we defend all our towers and get FG.
They're looking ready to keep knocking on the base of Flashpoint.
Thanks for the follow, that guy. What are the benefits of Wukong? Because he rotates the best out of any solo laner. He's control, good mid game damage.
A little bit more gold to be grabbed, about 3,000 from those tier 2 towers to push that out even further.
The worst part about it all for
I'm like, yo, this free tower
is that if Astral Authority are successful in bringing down one of these Phoenixes or even multiple Phoenixes, the fire waves are going to be dealing significant amounts of damage to the carries from Flashpoint.
So we get tier 2. I mean, we're almost up 20k right now because we're playing the map so beautiful. Like people right in chat on Xbox would say, yo, they're literally fucking trash. Like, okay, FP, even if people think that's your opinion, right, whether they're trash or not, but like in 17 minutes to have 54,000 gold is actually amazing efficient farming. Like, it's not only are they giving us like a lot of kills, but it's the way we're farming the map. That is the beautiful thing. Look at all our waves. All our waves are pushed. Red is gone. Back camps. Blue. Their back camps. Blue. Mid camps. He's doing purple right now. He's getting backs. All waves are pushed. Like, that is the beautiful. Like, a lot of people do not understand that about farming the map. And like farming the map this efficient while not giving up deaths because of our vision. Look at our vision control. Speed. Back camps. Entry. Mid. Like everything is warded. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wards out of 7 out of 10 wards.
Fire minions at the same exact time.
That's a good point. They're not really in the best position for that as a squad. One good news though is that if everyone is going to be
look at the PC games that were stomps and look at the time, 17 minutes 30 seconds, and look to see if they have 55k gold as a team.
But he's level 14. He only has 3 items. Divine Ruin and Soul Gem, as strong as they are, don't give him a ton of power right away.
Like, I'm not saying that we're better than the PC team. I'm just saying like people just like to bail on the thing that Xbox, you know, whatever. This team could compete with middle of the pack SPL teams.
There are only 2 deaths right now on Astral Authority. Okay, one for Layers and one for Griffin, and a couple of moments of over-aggression. But
why did I get Shield of Regrowth? Because I'm level 15, so my base stats are already really super high. And Shield of Regrowth is a utility item that still gives me HP and cooldown, and lets me dive their Zeus even harder without being in trouble.
Well for the team's mental aspects in game 1.
It's definitely not a good sign if you're a Flashpoint fan. One thing that you can look at is that this game plan was rather.
Like, yo, just push out waves. Yo, Wolves, push out middle, and then we just pressure left.
Right from minute 1, so you can at least try and make that adjustment in game 2. But it's going to be very difficult without a mistake from Astral for them to try and slow them down here in game number 1. But the left side Phoenix push is the call. They've got Wolves.
Yeah, I'm like siege. I popped my shell by mistake there. Xbox problems. As soon as he got blink, we backed up.
And he has to fall back.
Matt Koiz isn't even level 12 yet. He hasn't even had a chance to get his second.
If you're on Flashpoint, what do you do? Hope we throw.
4-man Cataclysm is going to do much of anything against this Astral Authority squad.
Hope we overextend here.
My
guys, the waning wave's coming in. Wait for next mini wave. Like, yo, we can siege. Alright, come back. Care there on the left side. I'm like, yo, I can tank. Sieges, they're backing up. Go Siege.
To step forward, and look at this, Astral should be able to walk in and just take the left side. Phoenix, it's already down 19 minutes, 20 seconds.
I'm like, yo, layers, back up. We can't help you. We don't have wave. He's like, I'm good. Back up.
Players, though, has been isolated for a couple of moments here, but with the pluck being off the mark, it seems like Layers is going to be safe and sound for now. Minions are pushing in. Wolf's going to help try and get a little bit of poke going. Nice detonate, though, from Crimson. I mean,
he's like, oh, he's like,
oh,
let me lifesteal speed. So he wants it, resets it for Soul Eater proc, and then Griffin gets full health from lifestealing. I'm like, alright, we're sieging. Hit the bird. I'm still tanking. He missed plug. Can you give me a portal? We're good. See. Phoenix. Reset. Okay.
That forces him back to base, and a big fight from Astral. They've gotten 2 Phoenixes, and they still have time. They want to come over to the right.
Yo, we have 30 seconds on fire. Just look for one wave worth of sieging here.
Into the fountain from Flashpoint and maybe find a pick or two, but instead they're choosing to focus onto the main.
Waves coming in. I'm gonna start tanking. I'm tanking. Oh, Wolves, you're tanking. I'm going on Zeus. That's his ult. That's Zeus ult. Watch out. Layers. Get out. Good job. Get out. I'm backing up. Get out. We got the Phoenixes. Fire's coming up. Reset.
Scenario for Flashpoint is Astral now walk away giggling as they've gotten everything they wanted.
No, yo, we can bait them. Let's see if they come. Yo, just stay here. Yo, jump on mid. He thinks we back. He gave me a portal. Coin toss. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna bait his ult and beats. He thinks I'm gonna ult. I'm just baiting it. I'm just baiting it. That's his beats. And ult. Free fire now. Yo, jump a beast. 2105. 2245.
But that's all that
It is free fire. Yo, if they defend fire, we're going on fucking Pale. She has no beats.
Any given second, to the point where Jumpa used the Purification Beats, used the Pele Ultimate to
Hey,
get
risky.
away and create as much distance as possible. This has just been so commanding.
There's no way they go to fire right now. I'm getting red. Okay.
They actually could capitalize on it because they stuck around a little bit after the Fire Giant buff fell off. It's going to be back up in about 15 or a little bit less, 10 seconds. It'll be back up. If they're there right for the spawn, they might be able to push in while Jumpa's still vulnerable from having to give up the beads and the ultimate. Remember his second.
So one thing, how do you remember all your shot calls? Because I would do it every time I do this, I would do it again. Bro, this is awesome. Yo, you know, man. Did you work on your Naja mechanics? It was giving you some problems with switching your PC and scrims. No, the reason it was giving me problems because on Xbox I have 30 frames. Here I don't. Here I have 150 frames when I'm playing here. I don't think I missed like maybe 1 or 2 sessions. What was the reason behind the Kabrakan pick? The reason we picked Kabrakan was because I came up with a comp that would be amazing at diving Zeus. And so I said that we should pick Naja on the top 3 and then get Janice, and they're like, oh, we're thinking, I was thinking like, oh, what jungler is really good with Janice that the mobility on Janice ult and his 3 makes a jungler valuable, but we need kind of a front line since I'm going to be Naja and we have a Wukong. He's like, oh, I was thinking like, oh, Kabrakan just wall off Zeus. He's like amazing for Zeus, and I could pull his Zeus ult for free every time, and that was our play. You like Taco's casting? I think she's the most improved caster. Her and Finch are the most improved casters. 100%. They are. I think they're amazing. I think they did a great job.
He is more than a target. He's definitely got the bullseye right on his back. And
free fire.
On his forehead too. But Astral looking for this next fire.
Yo, push out right, push out mid, Veronic.
And not only that, even with the second Fire Giant, it's still not going to be that boosted FG steroid.
That's right, we're not beyond that 25-minute mark yet, but it is going to be the second FG for Astral.
You're gonna split up the map, Yo, keep it in the left,
Veronic, who can rejoin the fray at any time with through space and time.
He's backing.
On the left hand.
Alright, push out all the waves,
Down mid, and they'll trust Griffin Slays to keep minions pushed up in
Yeah, just keep all the way. We need all the waves pushed up here. We can re-get all the Phoenixes.
How do they find a way to respond when Astral are spreading the map so well?
Well, that's the problem, is that they've got to look at 3 different directions right
Be careful
now.
left, be careful
Astral
left.
Authority made the right call. They pushed
Cupid dash. Just push out waves. Yo, someone push out left. Alright, I'm gonna go push left. Care. Get out.
Flashpoints, Crimson, and still, even with the Zeus,
Just play chill, play stalemate. Just keep pressuring the waves. I'm gonna go grab left. I'm just gonna coin toss it. I'll be there. Keep pushing out waves. Yo, left Phoenix is coming up, or for us is right Phoenix. Right Phoenix is coming up. It just set up for right Phoenix. Left wave is pushing in, so it should be a free right. If they fight, if they come to right Phoenix, we engage. They're giving it up. It's free.
there's just so many different places to look, but nowhere to run.
I got Cupid beats, Cupid beats, Cupid beats, Cupid beats, Cupid beats.
Zelny is going to follow up.
Alright, let me just heal, let me just heal, let me just heal. Just get right Phoenix, get right Phoenix. Cupid has no beats, Cupid has no beats.
Everyone going to sustain back in the fountain, but Astral just want to be here for the respawn left side Phoenix. As soon as it comes back, it goes down, and Astral look to re-siege.
Mid-fire wave still.
We can go in here, we can go in.
Looking to take care
Poke,
of that
poke, poke.
problem,
Good
though,
damage,
the
good
rest of
damage,
his
good
team.
damage. Yo, yo,
Down
Sobek's low, I'm
to
stashing. I'm ulting,
the
ulting, ulting,
push
ulting.
onto the Titan.
I'm ulting.
Gonna be the first one taken up into the air. Windfire
Yo, huge
goes
Janisol,
to
huge
go.
Janisol, huge Janisol.
To the bottom
Yo,
of
go
the
in, go in, go in, go in.
line to clean him
Yo,
up.
Titan.
At half HP, and no one can stand tall enough. Griffin finds the kill onto Matt Coys and a stun land on the Keegs to force him back to base. Game 1 in dominant fashion from Astral Authority. That's a big way to start the set.
That is a massive way to start the set, Finch. And the fact that Flashpoint just didn't seem like they even knew what to do or where to depend on, because every single lane just lost.
And it's tough, man. You can see Chapo up, yelling, feeling the energy. That's what he brings to this team, I feel like. Even more.
You're acting
Are
so
you
funny.
kidding me?
What's wrong?
You got excited? I'm just hype. When I feel energy, I show it. I'm not timid. Is this you hype because your strategy worked perfect? No, the whole time I was yelling, that's beautiful. That's art. That was art, boys. That was art. We didn't give them a goddamn chance. We literally destroyed them. They didn't have a chance in that game at all. Their gap was level 10, bro. Fucking trash, dude. I talk a lot of shit to my team when we're owning.
This is the first time that some of these players from Flashpoint have even made it to the finals, and by some I mean only one. Matt